Hi everyone, my name is Pastor Cable and I'm the discipleship pastor at BWC Cherryville. For the past few weeks, we've been doing a series on the book of Philippians written by the Apostle Paul. This book is so unique, and you probably heard it in the past two lessons, because Paul wrote it while he was in prison. He was in prison writing to these people and giving them encouragement, telling them to rejoice, telling them to be filled with joy. And today we're going to take a look at chapter 2 of this book all about joy. Chapter 2 in Philippians is famous for this poem in the middle of it. We call it a Christological hymn. That means it's about Jesus. But I actually want to highlight verses after the hymn. You'll hear about that hymn a lot, but immediately following it, Paul goes into this section about not complaining, about working out our salvation. And I want to read for you verses 14 and 15. This is what they say from the New International Version. Do everything without grumbling or arguing, so that you may become blameless and pure children of God, without fault in a warped and crooked generation. Then you will shine among them like stars in the sky. That word on giving up grumbling and complaining really hit home for me, because it's been a long couple months and I am naturally a complainer. I want to go and complain. I want to go to social media and put my emotions out there and tell people how this isn't fair, or why did we do it that way, or why did this person make that decision, and I feel myself being overwhelmed with all of this anger and frustration and a desire to complain and grumble. But that's when Paul says, don't do that, because it hurts your witness. When you live a life that's blameless and pure, you actually are like a shining star in the night. A star in the night gives hope. A star in the night guided ships home. A star in the night was a path that people could follow. And when we shine like stars, our witness is increased. We have a chance to better share the gospel. But Paul says it's connected to shutting our mouths, that we shouldn't grumble and complain when life seems unfair. Growing up, I had 3 brothers. I still have 3 brothers. And so that means there's 4 boys. And our house was full of fights and grumpiness and anger at injustice. And why is that happening? And that's not fair. And you won that game, so you must have cheated moments. My brothers and I really knew how to argue well. We also knew how to have fun well. But if I look back, I don't remember those specific arguing moments as much because I was so angry in them. What I remember are the moments that we got along, the moments that we created memories together that were good. Because when we look at our lives, we don't want to look back and be filled with anger and frustration and complaining and remember all these times that we were voices that hurt people. We want to look back and see that we were like shining stars, that we had a chance to show up in the night sky and share the gospel. So I want to encourage each of us to take this message to heart. I need it because I know right now I want to complain about everything. And I'm sure many of you at home are way better than me at that. But some of us really need to hear this, that we should not be grumblers or complainers, but rather we should be blameless and pure children of God, shining like stars in the night. So go this week and try to live a life that's encouraging and filled with joy rather than frustration and arguing. God bless you.